$10 creators bounty with the idea of, invading the algos and spreading our message out there. And rule number one to spreading the message is consistency, right? In order for us to build a message that sticks, we need to be consistent. And I'd like to, if you guys that are listening or for the people that join in later for the recording, if you go under this space and look at the post that I posted Jared's update for May 1st. And, you open it on YouTube, and for the founder of Digibyte and the one that's currently making the DigiDollar happen and honestly exhausting the resources at a rate that, is important. It's kind of fascinating when you really think about everything that he's doing and everything that's happening and how quickly, testnet keeps launching out there and the new, the new better, testnet protocols that we have at hand for us to try to debug and all that, it's, I think it's crucial. And he went and made an update, and on YouTube, bro, there's only 766 views for Jared. And he only has about 2,850 followers, something like that. This can't be. Like, it just can't be, bro. It is on us as community for us to make these things, trend. It is on us for us to help spread the message. It can't be that DigiSwarm and Jared are the ones that are building, coding, and then on top of that, they're going to be our head YouTubers and head distributors of messaging marketing. Of course, Jared can hop in and, give us our occasional video. But the key for this is we are self-volunteer and self-driven. And because of that, it has to be a community effort. It has to be a community effort. It doesn't, so the content, right? It doesn't matter what kind of content you start with. Point is the consistency and the way that we repurpose it, right? The way we recreate the message that we've been sending out for 12 years, we need to attack that, right? Because, okay, we know the utility is great. We know that everything we have is working. That the guys at DigiSwarm are consistently updating us. We have put an imprint with a partial of our help with, the DigiSwarm bounty. I know it's big, but in my belief for 12 years, I think we only just touched the surface of what it's called to help our development team. So with that being said, this creator bounty, we need to get Digibyte in people's hands and new people's hands. And this is one of the easiest way, right? Cause if we want to build, we can't, people get exhausted, people get burned out, bro. And we haven't been there. We're not there. And that's a very good sign. And that's something that we want to keep motivated. We want to keep, improving in this. So, for you guys that are listening now, or those that will join in eventually, or for those that come back in the recording, it is crucial for us to get the DD creators bounty out there. It is crucial for us to get content creators, to want to speak and inform, the world on what it truly means to be decentralized. Also, you guys, there is already, it seems to be there is 2 posts. I know Dave, he didn't really follow directions, but there is another post there of a Spanish post, and it's up to you guys to go there. Like, I can't be shouting people out because it's not up for me. It's for the community to make these decisions as to where they go. Something like this micro bounty can only lead for us to attract better and bigger bounties, right? So the idea again is we need to attack other algos. We can't be stuck in the X echo chamber, right? Everybody that has their feeds and then loves Digibyte, the only thing we're going to be able to see is the way that X feeds it. It's only Digibyte content. And this is how we dominate that. We dominate the media by becoming the media, building the narrative in our way. So we avoid the FUD that's been coming out of nowhere. As you guys see, it's clear that our utility is superior, and it is threatening other chains, which is just the truth. And it's causing people to come and create FUD. We are also seeing that the blueprint does work. We're actively getting copied. There's communities out there that there's no reason for us to give them any type of shout out or anything like that or acknowledge them at all. But you guys know, we speak on ambassadors, we speak on bounties, and all of a sudden it's it seems just to trend on the same way. So I'm not trying to sound too long winded here, but I do want you guys to know that, as a community member of myself, right? The idea here is we're self proven. I don't need any more convincing, but the new investors need understanding. We're not out to convince people because the utility within itself will convince the masses. It's just the way that we deliver this message. And again, think about it, you guys. We get just 2 videos on a weekly basis. That's 2 videos that are trending on algos that could be clipped up, that could be reposted. It could be turned into an infographic. It could then be shared and used as TikTok reels and other platforms. And it doesn't just concentrate the knowledge within this X hub, right? It allows for outside source to want to build with us and want to really just grow, because at the end of the day, Digibyte has saved many other blockchains, and we know that, and a lot of people fork on us. So again, the blueprint, we have it there. Now it really comes down to our messaging. And again, if you go to the post down there and the post in this space, you'll see I linked Jared's update, and I want you guys to really take that into consideration. Jared did a May 1st update on the world's truly decentralized stablecoin, dude. Like, there's nothing of this sort that exists. He's building it, and there's only 766 views on his YouTube channel. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's us, again, the analytics for and I don't know how true it is for X and their analytics, but I trend on these spaces about 2,000 views. It can't be that 2,000 people, interact and engage with the spaces on DigiDollar Awareness and the posts that we do. Yet Jared can't even get 2,000 views on YouTube. It doesn't make any sense. And I think we have to hold the community accountable for that, and again, I don't mean to sound redundant, but I am going to mention the creators bounty, because this is a bounty where no one's asking for the community to pitch in absolutely anything. The only thing as far as monetary wise, but what I am asking of the community is to pitch in as a whole to spread this. And, as you guys know, there are older community members that were current to us, and we got them poached. Again, I like to keep our space as professional as possible. But for those of you guys that are out there, you guys, I'm sure you have an idea as to who these, community members were that, decided to make like, a DD chart, and, how you can strategize your DD chart. And all of a sudden we're full of something else. And it's just other community members that, were poached from our community that have full commitment now to things that aren't even to our level, aren't even anywhere close to what Digibyte aims to solve and what Digibyte's actual, meaning is. So I want you guys to understand that. And again, go down to, this DD Creators it's a trial, right? Essentially, we're going to move this over to Digiscope, and I would love to double it. But if we're having a hard time just getting 6,000 DGB into people's hands, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that falls on. And for those, and the reason why I mentioned this is, the chats, you guys, that thank you for considering me such I guess a big spokesman for Digibyte, and that you guys feel this comfortable to approach me and ask me about price action and stuff like that. But this is your chance. If this is what you guys complain, and for whoever doesn't speak up or doesn't feel comfortable speaking up or whatever, you guys send it to me on DMs, and I get it, right? But like, this is your opportunity. You want to give that price action. What better way than attacking algos and creating a narrative that makes sense, creating a narrative that is true, decentralized, true to our nature. And again, bro, the devs can build. Digiswarm can build as much as they want. They are super intellectual, super forward thinking, and fast moving, as you guys can see. But they can't just spread the message all at once too. It has to fall on the community. And we did great with the Digiswarm bounty, and that's another thing. We eventually, right after the months, we'll touch base back again with Digiswarm and Jared. Although Jared's very, transparent. Obviously, he's always updating us on his page, and the GitHub, as you guys know, is also very informative, and they're constantly keeping us up to date. It's still on the community for us to go back and check. All right, so how's the Digiswarm bounty? How do we reflect off the 3 months? And we were trying to get the stars in the Anthropic in GitHub, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to get that. So at one point, we're gonna have to consider maybe doing a another bounty for Digiswarm, and we'll feel the logistics of how we're gonna do that on our later run through Digiscope, because ideally it's all transparent. And for today, after this like little rant that I'm going through, the idea today is I would like to pitch for the community if what their feelings are on us structuring a marketing budget, seeing as to how we are not a company, right? But we need to operate as a company from what we are, right? Like we are in a company, but us as a whole, we are the company. The decentralized community, truly volunteer, which is Digibyte, we need to start collectively coming in as if we were a company, to just cut the disrespect from what we are. Like really just cut the disrespect and show the world how professional we are. So I would like to get some feedback. Maybe I'll do a poll or something, but I would like to get some feedback about how the community feels on doing a bounty on a for a marketing budget to hold to the side. I know there's some people out there that would like to attack trade shows, and the trade shows would be ideal. It has to be ideal only with a team. It can no longer be the old faces. We need to, and no disrespect to Jared and Johnny and the people that have been the OG faces, but you evolve, you move. It's 12 years, and we've mentioned, like myself, I'm maybe 6th or 7th generation in the space. Obviously, I've been here since 2017, just not active in the space, but I am one of the older generations in the space. So as we all know, everything changes, everything evolves, and everything moves. And the way that we move as of recently has been a very fast paced movement. So we need to adapt. We need to attack these areas that are crucial to our community. So again, I'm just gonna go grab some water because I literally am parched. But you guys, I'll be right back. Think about that. If anybody wants to chime in, I'm listening. I definitely need to go get some water. I forgot to set myself some water. Give me a sec. Also, sorry you guys if you hear like a fan in the background. I'm in my minor room. It's really nice in here. Sweet. Also, within this space, if you guys go down, I linked the download for the core wallet. We have the GitHub latest release of testnet, the Gitter chat for you guys to go, and any questions that you have on testnet, or any questions you have on the DigiDollar, or if you have any opinions, any critiques of something that you don't like within the core wallet and testnet, more than welcome to go over there. Guys are super informative, super responsive. And there is Digiscope.me and Digiscope Telegram. Because again, you guys know with this bounty, the only way you can get paid out in the bounty is through Digiscope, which eventually, again, like I said, we will be moving the bounty over to Digiscope. We're running the trial test, but the trial test, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wanted it to go, a little bit more aggressive than it is right now. And I get that, creating a YouTube video could be a little frustrating. There's a lot of learning curves, but I looked up a YouTube video, kind of ironic, on how to make a quick little video and post it and whatnot. It does take about like a 45-minute to an hour to learn. But again, people, it's 6,000 Digibyte. If we're gonna let's put it on what it would be fiat for some of the people out there that we're basically trying to poach. 6,000 fiat is currently $21.43. Think about that. You're making a video that you're going to monetize, right? So it's already going to make money through YouTube. You're making a video with a loyal, lethal community, which is what we are. We are super loyal. This community is heavily known for that, and we point anything that we don't like out. So you're going to be able to trend through X, build upon your X handle with your own X page, and also trend through YouTube. And not just that, you allow smaller community members that might not have the patience to do a 45-minute on a video. They could just do a short form reel, and get us on TikTok, get us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever other alleyway there is. There is in the background working on some type of market strategy. Again, I'm probably not going to mention it here just because we have poachers active and a lot of people that are literally copying us. So the best thing to do is we're going to execute that, as professionally as possible, but we will be executing that marketing strategy and plan. I would hope with a bounty in the future. This bounty, I would prefer to do it closer to the release of the DigiDollar. So once, I can't tell you guys, but once I get an affirmed date on what we're looking at for as far as DigiDollar is when more information will come out. But yeah, you guys go like right now the active YouTube video that was put in the creator's bounty. Give that one a shot. It's in Spanish, so for anybody that wants to audit that and tell me if it's sure, I'm pretty sure it's my boy from that Ransel. You did a space with him, but I can't really tell. I haven't spoken to him since the last space. So Ransel, feel free if you want to chime in if you have any ideas or anything like that. And again, you guys, comment down in the bottom. Help us help the community with the critiques, right? Because we can't learn without critiques, and it's important. But what's up, YC? What's up, Branson? What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing?
What's up, AJ? Hey, man, I think this is great. I would also just for you to think about too is if the DD creators bounty doesn't go the way we perceive, then maybe we have to raise a bounty to get somebody professionally to make YouTube videos. Right? One way or another, we're gonna have to get that because it is pretty dry on YouTube. So if people don't want to step up on that, then I made a suggestion too that some of the videos on digibyte.org are very old. The content could be redone with any updates that are going on, and those could even get posted on the main website, which would be a good kind of exposure for someone who's done a professional video, because we get a lot of views on that site. So there's a lot of opportunities to do that. Even just one of the thoughts we had many months ago was we have a Digibyte wiki on GitHub, and we could even create a page on there for videos, content, like even links to, anything you want to, okay, how do you download a core wallet? How do you set up a node? Or, it's kind of the same thing, but, and have any kind of beginner stuff that not only could we reference on X, but other platforms too, because you have a URL. And it's video content. So you could have the person creating it embedded on their X account. Then you'd have it as a central location so people can kind of keep visiting it over and over, because we get the same questions pretty frequently. How do I download a core wallet? How do I set up a node? How do I buy and sell Digibyte? What exchange? There's plenty of content we can do, and we could just have like a video repository for people, for beginners or advanced, whatever it might be. And then we can have that as our main kind of marketing direction for people to get a good understanding of what's going on. So, and eventually we'll get like DigiDollar videos, right? We can even do that. Well, how do I, have short videos like what does it mean to over collateralize, or do I have margin calls and liquidations? I mean, there's so much content you can do. So I would encourage people to just think about any kind of specific topic. I mean, obviously this is DigiDollar, so let's do it about that. But The alternative is if there's not a big turnout, then maybe we just have to put a bounty up and say, okay, we vet out these resources that can do the possible video, and then the bounty gets put up and we get someone else to do it.
Yeah, and that hub would be great to do in Digiscope. I agree with this. One thing that I do have a concern is the community. Again, I have to hold the community to, to accountability here. Like if we do that, we need the community to help us spread the message that we're looking for a high end YouTuber, right? Because I can put
Right.
out the vote, I can put out the bounty, I can fund it myself if I like to. Obviously, once there is a marketing budget later in the long run, it could also be allocated there. But the idea is still the community has to come together and help us spread this, because it's all good and done if we have the protocol and it's sitting in Digiscope. But if the community, like, honestly, everybody that joins this, we should get at least a daily post of Jared's video. Jared's May
Mm-hmm.
1st update, and I know it's repetitive, but these are the things we need.
Well, even if you get that video into other threads, we were doing this like 3 or 4 months ago and we were getting a ton of traction. And then it stopped, right? Because I was going into other threads, like on stablecoin threads that had a lot of views, and just saying, hey, check out DigiDollar. And I would give Jared's, our video. I think that video now has close to 200,000 views now, that one video he did. So it clearly works. But you have to take time to go find relevant threads and like not spam them, but just be very professional about it. And maybe you put a May 1st, the May 1st update. Hey, check out where DigiDollar is, or, something kind of unique to that content there, and put it out there, because that's how it spreads. And the thing is those threads are getting so much views that people are now watching those videos and saying, okay, well, what is Digibyte? And then they're coming to main account, or they're coming to the awareness account, whatever it may be. So we stopped doing that. I'm not sure why, but there were probably 4, 5, 6 of us that were actively doing that, because I could see it too on my end. And it gained a ton of steam, whether it was SB 1649, whether it was stablecoin conversation, whether it was about just the idea of decentralization or hacking. Like there were a lot of protocol hacks. There's many, many topics where we can go in and politely just educate people. We're not telling them they have to sometimes you don't even have to mention Digibyte. Just your account will speak for itself. Like if you just give a generalized comment, they'll say, oh, well, what is this? And then they'll come over. So it's definitely worked. And that's what we need to get back to. We need to, because there's a lot of material out there. People are confused. A lot of people don't know about this. And the fact that we're getting very close, I just got word today that I think RC40 is coming soon too. So as I said before, like the DigiSwarm and what Jared is doing, we are going at a ridiculous pace right now. And he ran a Red Hornet audit yesterday, a 15 wave penetration audit. And it found like kind of 6 minor issues and 1 big one, but we're getting to the point where even the AI is not finding much stuff, which means we're getting very close to an AI hardening protocol, where a lot of these other protocols, AI goes and you're going to see these 0-day hacks and things like that. So he's been spending a ton of time doing this. So I would expect, I don't know the exact time frame, but I do know that it's coming. So, just think about where this has been going for a year straight nonstop, and where we're getting to. So, and there's still a lot of heavy lifting and work to do that we're going to need everyone to collaborate on. But my point is from a marketing standpoint, there should be even more urgency from the community, because we're, who knows how long it's going to be to go to mainnet. I mean, I don't know if it's a couple of weeks. I don't know, but it seems like it's close. Either way, we should be going into these threads and educating more and more people, because we're getting to the point where if it's live, people can actually start really understanding it and seeing the power of demonstrating it. Right now, we're just on testnet. So, maybe it's like, oh, okay, we got time, but we're getting close, guys. So it's really, really important. And I've said this many times, is the success of this is dependent on us. Remember, we are the collateral. So we have to educate people how it works. We have to welcome them in, make them understand. And the way we do that is through content, spaces, social platforms. The list goes on and on. So we just need to do a better job of that. Because I personally don't want to, and I hear it a lot in the past is, oh, well, there's no marketing or there's nothing. And, not really sure, why well, it's because push comes to shove, nobody wants to step up. The work is there. We're going at a ridiculous pace on development and deliverables. So can't say that devs aren't doing anything. Can't say there's no activity or any building. Can't say there's no use cases. Can't say there's any downtime. So what's the excuse? So, my commitment to you, AJ, is that, as long as, we're going through the content and it's educational, we're doing it, I'm happy to, socialize it from Maine. I've told you that before. I'll say it again. So I'm committed to push the narrative and get people on board, but it's a collective effort. It's not just me or just you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because even such a low effort from the community, if it were looking at the minimal, it is a very effective effort.
Oh, it's super
Yeah.
effective, dude. Super effective. I mean, I was even posting in some of these threads, and I was getting, I think one of the posts I got like with 50,000 views, and maybe that was just lucky, but a lot of them were getting a couple thousand views, and they weren't even threads I had started. They were just threads I was talking in. I wasn't even retweeting them, just giving a simple, not a spammy or like a, kind of just like not like hello or hi, but like an actual response that actually makes sense to the content. Some people wouldn't like it. Some people responded. Some people would say, "Oh, what is that?" And then that gives you another lead in to say, "Okay, well, if they ask you what it is, now you send Jared's video." Okay, cool. And then you invite them over. You have them check it out. Next thing you know, some of these places are now following you. So, that's the kind of stuff we have to get back to, and I think it's ever so critical. And if you have the material for these videos, like people are doing all the marketing, that's another place you can put those new marketing material in these threads. That's how you're going to get even more visibility outside of Digibyte.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
all works
Yeah,
together.
exactly. Sharing the links off of X and getting as many platforms
Exactly.
as possible.
Exactly.
Join YouTube channels and comment live is a good way to casually engage. Like almost like
Yep.
charting YouTubers. Obviously, be careful. Some of them will hate on DGB, but those are great
Yeah, but
options.
we gotta get over that, dude. We've been hated, dude. It's been a long time. So I think we just have to go there and cut out all the noise. And sometimes if you find a good YouTuber like that has a good following and they're willing to have us on to speak, that's another place you can actually give them that video that's created. So now they put it as a link on their account, which has a lot of followers. So you can see how fast this can spread, but the foundation is what matters. If there's nothing done in like initially, then nothing's going to happen. So, um, I would encourage it. So, cause there's definitely a ton of talented people in the community that can do this stuff, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to make an effort to do it.
Yeah, dude. Again, it's consistency, right? Like don't it for like a
Mm-hmm.
day and then just stop. We need to keep up the momentum.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it has to be like, you have to almost wake up every day thinking that what you put out is going to make such a massive difference that if you miss it, it's going to be a problem. Like people are depending on the content because they get education out of it, they get awareness, they get understanding, they also get to see actual transparency in an industry where there's not a lot, and we're all fed a certain narrative. So, yeah, I mean, it's really time to step up, man, because we're getting very close, very close.
And again, you guys, while we're live and we're speaking, you guys go down to the post, go to the main page. Digidollar awareness is pinned. You know what? I'm going to comment it on our space, but go ahead and retweet that. You know, uh, let's get as many community members retweeting this, and even grab this post and like we mentioned earlier, grab the pinned post and go off of X and go on to these other algos and post them there, and that'll attract. We do have to break this echo chamber that is X. Smitty, what's up, buddy? You won last time. I don't know if you ended up setting up your Digiscope, but you were escrowed. If you don't mind, get verified and all that stuff so we can. And for anybody else listening, all payouts will be through Digiscope. So please, you guys, set yourself up, verify, and so you'll be able to pay. Again, real quick for the listeners that are just joining in, and for the listeners that will be listening to the recorded space, I'm going to break down to you guys what this DigiDollar Awareness Creator Bounty rules are. So every Sunday, an official weekly bounty post will be published and pinned on the DigiDollar Awareness page until Friday's winners. If you guys go look now, if you look at the pin post right now, we already have two participants. There is Dave and how am I supposed to pronounce Cato? There's Cato. And you guys go spam those. Go grab those and bring those out of X. Go spread them in Telegram. Spread them over in Facebook and Instagram. Let's get ourselves out there. Again, all video submissions for that week must be posted under the official weekly bounty post. So make sure all your submissions are under the post. If you guys keep retweeting and getting this bounty out there, more people will look. There'll be a chain of videos in the bottom. And again, like I mentioned earlier, 2 videos is enough to change a lot when it comes to our messaging. It's a lot. Two videos a week. Shit, even if those 2 videos are 2 videos a month and they're videos that stick and trend. And like YC said, this is a trial. If we need to, then I guess we'll move into finding maybe a bigger community drives, right? Because think about it, this isn't a pitch in from the community as far as monetary. It is a pitch in as far as sharing. We need to share the information. So, yeah. So again, videos must be new and created specifically for the current week's bounty. Submission posts must include the YouTube link and the hashtag DD creators. Let's get the hashtag DD creators trending. We all know how X operates. The hashtags are super big. If we get that starting to really trend, it should bring us the feeds that we need. Old reused videos cannot be submitted in future weeks. So whatever you made this week, don't count it for next week. I mentioned on the last space that anything done from Saturday of the prior to the launch of the creators bounty will be accounted for, but anything before the Saturdays aren't. So just keep that in mind. Content must be related to DigiDollar, Digibyte, or other DGB ecosystems. There is a DigiSwag token going on around with you guys with the master of DGB, and I see Jose Trejo is over there, and those guys are doing something, right? We are a community. Bring those guys in, you guys. Show them, maybe do something on them. They do something on the DigiSwag token and highlight something to that. We have the Digibyte Wallet.app with Dennis. We can do plenty of content with that. And obviously Johnny, bro, with Digiscope, everything is pretty much like YC said there. We have digibyte.org with many videos that are old that can just be revamped and respread with a better messaging, a more up tempo. And again, like we mentioned earlier, if you guys can make a funny video or something that, is lighthearted, seems fun, anything like that, that allows other people to digest the information in ways they like. And YouTube is key, dude, because a lot of people use YouTube as their new TV source. That's how people watch TV. A lot of these smart apps or these smart televisions, people don't have cable. They go either straight to whatever app they're currently paying for if they need to watch a show. But for the most part, they digest any news information or basically tutorials, anything that they want to learn is primarily through YouTube. I mean, think about how many times you show somebody some type of work that you want to get done, or maybe your computer fried, CPU, your power bank fried, and you need to learn how to do that. These are the key. YouTube is one of the key components for tutorials and just learning information. So just keep that in mind, you guys. This is crucial. And again, I go back to Jared's video. Think about that. We have Jared Tate, founder of DGB, works with DigiSwarm, is creating a decentralized stableback coin, DigiDollar, and he only has 766 views on a May 1st update. It just doesn't make sense for us, you guys. We believe in DGB. Like, I come in here and I join these spaces because it's not just generally fun. It's just my soul. My soul is tied to something that feels good. And if it doesn't feel good, then I just personally don't invest my time in it. And Digibyte is that. Digibyte genuinely feels good when you even go and play devil's advocate with yourself, and you do a whole chat with AI, and even AI has a hard time trying to debunk Digibyte. It's just not gonna happen, bro. It beats everybody out in the test of what it means to be truly decentralized, what it means to be blockchain technology, and what Satoshi's dream was meant out to be. That's what we actually are, and we're actually achieving it. So, but to go back to the rules, make sure you guys the videos are real human voice. Again, if you want to make a slideshow that's AI or something like that, the only thing I ask is for it not to be AI. Just the narration has to be human, right? Because that's the best way to connect, especially as we all know, AI. The AI slop has gotten worse throughout the time that AI comes out, and we don't want that. We want to, associate ourselves with real human beings and try to tie that. Like again, like I said, I have my soul feels good speaking about Digibyte. There's nothing about us that is a rug. There's nothing about us that is a farm. There's nothing about us that is Ponzi or even has any of that in it. And spreading Digibyte is what really makes my soul feel good, dude. It feels good because I know that what I'm trying to aim here and what I'm trying to get people to realize that this is we're not here solving world wars, but we're crushing a monetary system that is slowly killing the world, right? I mean, you hold a promise of debt. That promise of debt keeps diminishing in value on the daily. And we have the key, we have the answer to that, and now we have the answer to not dealing with creditors. You become your own creditor. You hedge your own asset, and it's a non-taxable event. Not financial advice again, but it is a stated fact that it is a non-taxable event as far as America goes. I don't know about other countries, um, but as far as America goes, this is a non-taxable event. You are giving yourself a loan. What do you think the creditors are going to do when they find out that you can give yourself a loan? They're going to want to do this too. They're going to want to come and lock up Digibyte because, like YC, like we all say, the community is the collateral. So yeah, but back to the video. Your X handle must appear in both the video itself and your YouTube description. That is for verification purposes and for obvious purposes. It would make sense for you to put your X handle in your video, so that way you gain traction on X as well as YouTube. The voting is, you guys, it's solely on you. It's solely on the community. I am not going to be shouting any of the videos right now. Is obviously I shouted out Dave and the other video just because we're trending a little slow with this, and I have patience, and I know that this isn't something like attacking YouTube isn't something that is going to be quick. This is a long game, right? But the long game has to happen with the community, and community needs to repost and like in order for the voting period to go. And this is a real testament of what we are. If we're having a hard time um, getting creators here, right? It should it should be something that we look at ourselves and say, but why? We believe in this. Why is it that there's a lot of talks in the background too of the suppression. The suppression becomes a frustrating thing. Well, we have the opportunity here to nip that in the butt, nip the suppression right in the butt. What do they do when we're massively creating videos on a weekly basis? Like, you can't shun that, bro. It's just not possible. And again, like I said before, all these things can be clipped and spread out through other platforms, and just make it easier on the way that it's digested. Voting's run from Sunday to Friday morning, and one winner will be selected every Friday afternoon based on obviously the top supported qualifying submissions. the weekly winner receives, like I told you guys, it's in total it's 6,000 DGB. You get the 5,000 DGB payout announcement post that would be featured on my page for 48 hours. Again, when we do or whoever does win, I wouldn't implore the community to give me a hand by sharing that repost of whoever the winner is that week, because it is crucial for us to work as a community to spread that message and make it easier. And again, I might sound redundant, but this is a goal. We need this. This is truly something that we need for our ethos. Another thing, winning also receives a separate 24-hour featured post from Adam Ogilvy. I don't know how long Adam's going to do that for. I'm going to reach back to him, see if he's going to do this on a weekly basis. I got it so far for this week. As you guys know, I'm going to keep you guys up to date. So if that does change, we'll change it later on. Depends on if it doesn't happen that we have a community member for whatever reason, that it's okay. We'll figure out something else. No spam, no fake engagement, no bots, no plagiarism, and no misleading content, which I don't see the community actually doing that, but just got to put it out there. And again, winners must have Digiscope to receive a payout. So you guys keep this in mind. We will be moving, or ideally, I would love to move this over to Digiscope. So the opportunity is there for more content creators to make more money if we keep it this way. Think about if we decide to just allocate a bounty for just one creator. Well, yes, we'll find one great creator that will pump out a certain amount of videos, and we'll have some certain milestones. But what better way than reinforce a community feel by having multiple creators that are small, big, whatever the case may be. It's crucial for that. So keep that in mind, you guys. And any critiques, any critiques you guys have, maybe you don't like how the bounty is going, maybe you don't like the flyer, the poster, feel free to comment on there. Comment on the poster. We have to work together. We have to find our common ground as to what we like as a community and what we feel is the right approach to this particular bounty, right? It could be different for any other bounty that we decide to go on in the future, but the idea is always to come together, keep the transparency, and make sure that us, the community, feels that this is the right approach to the way that we market. Also, Tuesdays, I'm always going to be doing Tuesday space. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a little cryptic post last night. I'm going to leave it recorded, probably the only time I'll say this. But if you find my AJ page, I did live tipping last night. Might do another one of those. I'm not going to tell you guys when it's going to be, but if you see that tweet come out in the DigiDollar awareness page, just know that I will be doing live tipping on another space in the AJ page. So that happened last night. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys when it does happen, but go spread that message out. It's literally DGB up for grabs. Just be live tipping. I'll probably join on that page for maybe 45 to an hour, and we'll be doing live tipping to whoever joins there, and who knows? We'll see what that goes. I can't tell you how much I'm tipping. Just know that there is going to be tipping happening, and it's another way for us to promote Digiscope. So again, you guys spread that message. Get Digiscope, get verified, get everybody out there verified with Digiscope, because it's an important protocol, and it's an easy sell, dude. You guys, come on, bro. Like, think about it. No one has that. No one has a live tipping protocol. Like, really think about it. You could just sit here. I can host my space right now if I'd like to, or anybody else in the future that decides to create a space, and their thing is tipping, right? Like, you could tip, but there's not a single chain that can do that, and transparent where everybody sees it, not just on X, but in the chains, in the blockchain itself.
And the tipping is another great way when we're responding in threads. If you don't want to put actual content, you could, or if you are putting content, you can even tip the original author of the poster and get them a couple Digibyte to get them excited or intrigued to actually get on Digiscope. That's another great way to spread the word. So we definitely have the tools. We just, like I said, we have to do them, to use them. The other thing you could do, people, I've seen, they used to do these speed test videos of how quickly Digibyte would transact, through when you would send and receive. I know we did it prior in like a mobile wallet, but those would be kind of cool too. And it would be like, sometimes it'd be like different communities, people would try out different blockchains to see, and then they kind of do a friendly competition. It's another thing. You can say, okay, well, if it really is these characteristics, we'll do a test on it, make a video on it, market that, show people that. So just got to get creative. That's really it.
Also, for you guys, last time I tried to do a tipping. Sorry for my bad how that went on this space. But right now, throughout this space, if you guys go ahead and repost that bounty and repost the rules, I'll do a live tip right now. Just saying. So for anybody that's here, go repost that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, and then I'll do a live tip now. Speaking about that, why not? I'll give it some time. You guys, obviously, I can see the notifications. I'm going to put a timer, maybe 10 minutes. Let's see what we're looking like, and go spam the rules, go spam the bounty, and I'll pick a random winner to get some DGB.
Yeah, and I also just tweeted out the actual May 1st update video too, just to get some exposure on that.
It's on you guys. It's on you guys to get the message out there. And I think this live tipping, we're going to figure out how we'll do it more often. I do like it. I want to start building some themes around the live tipping. I think that makes sense. I don't know what you guys' thoughts on that, but also let's get Jared's video to 10K, you guys. It hurts me to see Jared doing all this work, and he puts an update on YouTube and we're sitting at 766 views. We need to get him at least a couple K views and get Jared to at least 10K subscribers, you guys, on YouTube. It can't be that we're this big of a. I mean, Adam posted that we might be the second in most holdings. So we're like at 1.1 million. I kind of glanced on it. I don't know if you guys want to correct me on that, but that being said, dude, I don't see why Jared doesn't have 10K subscribers on YouTube, but at least averaging out 2K views. And again, you guys, I was shy at the beginning. If you guys feel that way, I get it. But feel free whenever you want to join, chime in, and an opinion is always great to hear. Different ideas to riff off, and how we can evolve is crucial for our development. And it doesn't have to be voice; it could also be straight commenting. Anything you guys don't like, you do like. Let's start engaging, and that voice has to be loud, bro.
Hey AJ, when you get a chance, check your DMs and
I got you.
let's talk about that. Not here,
Not right
but
now.
offline.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. ALXRP, the YouTube link is on this. Well, it's not YouTube link. It's the bounty. It's on this space. So if you go to the comments on this space, it's right there. If not, go to the DigiDollar awareness page. It's a pinned post, and go ahead and share and repost that. We'll give you guys time and get more people in here. I'm gonna live tip. So everybody that reposts is gonna be automatically added to my chat GPT. And ChatGPT will decide, since I haven't paid for the check, so I don't get the perks of Grok. But yeah, you guys. And Smitty, I got you, bro. Whenever you get your thing situated, I know that it holds it on escrow, but then it'll send it back. Don't worry. Just send me a DM. I pretty much I got you saved here. So once you're verified with Digiscope, you can just send me a DM, bro, and I'll just retip you. You know what I promised to tip you. I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure just left escrow. So if you want to go ahead, if you need any help too, dude, just send me a DM. I can walk you through. I can help you out of how to verify with Digiscope. Oh, XRP, you're in the running for the tipping, bro. The only one I got that reposted.
Well, reposted your spaces or the contest?
The contest. Dude, it's fun. I got it, man. I love Johnny for
I
creating
reposted it.
this is great. The Digiscope is really it's dope, dude. I really like it. I really like the idea to tip, and it just gives a new feeling to this is something that hasn't been created in crypto. again, you guys, we are closing in to the launch of the DigiDollar, as you guys know. So YC did mention earlier that we were looking at RC40. So while you guys are reposting the Creators Bounty, or whoever does repost the Creators Bounty, also look at this space for the comments where I put down the download for the core wallet, because you won't be able to mint your DigiDollars unless you have a core wallet. And for to strategize and learn and get used to minting your own DigiDollars, I put the GitHub link to the latest release of testnet. The Gitter chat is always there. It's super important to join the Gitter chat if you have any questions about testnet, the DigiDollar in general, and maybe some technical terms of Digiswarm. I don't know what we're looking at. I think we've reached our number for right now when it comes to oracles, but I do remember Jared saying that ideally we would want to launch with 30 oracles. So if that's something that you might uh, that you might be interested in, I don't know. Again, ask questions there. I don't know how soon we would need another oracle right now, but I do remember the idea was to launch with 30 oracles. And lastly, Digiscope for both Digiscope.me, the main hub, and Digiscope Telegram. We're 2 minutes in, or 2 minutes left from the 10-minute timer, believe it or not. So all XRP, you continue to be all in the running, bro. Seems like this one's easy peasy for you. As you guys know, I don't really like to keep dead air like that, because we do have DGB Patriot, or Digibyte Patriots recording on YouTube. You guys go give him a shout. He's in YouTube. Go follow him. He basically records all the spaces and posts them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly tip ALXRP, since he's the one that basically is the only one that reposted. I saw what you did, YC. I got you, bro. But yeah, gonna go ahead and do that. Ransel, if you don't mind, if you want to chime in, would love to get your opinion on this, if you don't mind. But other than that, if anybody feels free to chime in or has any critiques or anything like that, either post it down or you know uh, chime in. It's, we don't bite.
I would encourage you guys just to take the lead from AJ and start spaces. Whether it's your own community spaces, like for your own, if you're from different country and you want to do that, that's cool. I mean, I'm happy to give exposure to that, or just do it on an area that you feel like would be something good for the project? Different topics, different audience, different times. I mean, ideally, it would be awesome if we had a couple spaces from different folks every week. I mean, I know it's hard, but I'm not talking a ton of time, but it would give us like a library of content.
Yeah, and I'm open. I'm open to join the spaces. Whoever does create the spaces, this is a community effort. Like
Mm-hmm.
UYC and Green have, you guys helped me come to, and I'm here for that also, right? So if you're small and you feel like the following is not there for whatever reason, no worries, dude. I'm more than willing to hop in, have a conversation, and get the information rolling and make people feel good about Digibyte, dude. Because it's what we're out here to aim to do, bro. It's get that feel good on everybody's behalf. And also the DigiDollar awareness page is also for you guys to. I don't ask for repos or anything particular. Like if you guys feel free to literally copy my chain posts and bring it to other ethos, put it underneath your page. I am not one to need any type of validation or anything like that. I'm truly doing this for the love of the game. So you guys, I don't care if you plagiarize me. Go straight to the post. Anything that I post out there, copy it. If you like the format, just copy it. Take the infographics that I make. Some of them are with AI. Some of them I actually do spend some time on Photoshop. Sorry, it's not the best. I know, but I take my time with some of the stuff, and I don't care. You guys can grab it, share it, put your name on it for all I care. I'm not gonna come after you or anything like that. The whole idea of me creating this page was for um for the community to take advantage of the messaging, and to, quite frankly, literally just copy it, bring it over to CoinMarketCap, bring it over to CoinGecko, just post wherever you'd like to post. And maybe my structure might not be the same. You could also always go to Whale or Rancel or CJ. I've seen you've been doing some good stuff, so I appreciate that a lot too. Digibyte Party, um, you know, Digibyte Party Team, they do that too. So I'm not picky. You guys go to the page, copy it, post it, engage it. Shit, you can even make a video out of it if you guys like that. Well, it's not if you guys like. We need that. We need those videos. So please, let's get those videos moving, trending. And again, I know you guys. The videos are about a 45-minute of work. I get it, but if you're thinking about the fiat wise, you're getting paid $22, and that's just only if the price stays the same. Tomorrow when the things that we do and the small impact, they trend bigger than what you guys might expect. And who knows, we've seen the chart sometimes have those crazy pumps. Your $20 might be $40 tomorrow. We know that again, I'm not saying that, but what could be is the realization of this, that you might end up doing a video and maybe this week it was worth $22, but in a week from now, if we're at a penny, that's $50, So just keep that in mind. This is something that should help, bring in smaller creators too. It's like you have the opportunity here. What's 6,000 DGB? So at a penny, it's $60. I mean, think about it. You're making $1 per minute is $60 an hour if we're at a penny for your video, and then you get the privilege of monetizing it on YouTube and make double the money there. But ALXRP, I went ahead and tipped you 500 DGB. Thank you, man. Thank you for, believing in Digibyte and taking your time to repost and share the creator bounty, because it just takes one to make the difference for all, right? So,
Hey, AJ, I don't know if that was you tipping, but thanks for doing that. You didn't have to do that, bro.
no, that wasn't me, but whoever did that, thank you.
Oh yeah, well, thank you to whoever did that.
See, and this is good, dude. This is how it starts. Those little I believe in you guys, dude. I believe in our community, dude. I know we're here. I know we're here. And again, on my other page, yesterday, as you guys know, I'm from New York, and I was walking to the 9/11 memorial, and I'd lived through what really happened over here, and I know that you know rebuilding something is stressful and could be discerning, but that isn't us. We're not here on a rebuild. We're here on what's true. We're here on what is the fact at hand, that we're decentralizing and we have been evolving and we've been getting people out of we've been saving a lot of these chains, and a lot of these forks that come out are primarily on us, for are copying us. So we have this decentralized stable coin that, when I talk to my buddies over here and we look at this, it's like, it's so quiet, but the impact is going to be so loud. But it does fall on us to make sure that the messaging doesn't get blurred with, as you guys know, look at the FUD. I mean, when something's working when, the FUD has been quiet and then all of a sudden it just appears. So the blueprint that we have, it works, man. And we need to go back to our roots. We are grassroots, and, we know what we have here. It's proven. We believe in it. So let's show that we believe in it. Let's get this going, you guys. What's up, CJ? Talk to me, bro.
Oh man, I'm out here. My mouth is messed up, but I just want to say what up, Dizzy.
All right, then. Well, thank you, bro. And again, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for always joining the DigiDollar awareness space, for backing myself as a community member. Because again, like, without community, you guys were nothing. And as a community, we're lethal. And that's really what matters here, dude. Like, and I hope you guys don't think I'm trying to sound cheesy or any shit like that. Like, just to be quite honest, we've been here 12 years. You know, the, it's not frustrating to me. It's just I have, like I told you guys earlier, it fulfills my soul. I'm retired, dude, so it fulfills my soul to come here and sit down and talk to you guys. The many few that do join here and take their time to listen on Digibyte and what I believe is the true movement of what it means to be crypto, right? Like, we all know that 99% of crypto is a scam, and only truly 10 will survive, and we are undoubtedly going to be one of those. And that the 12 years is for sure, like, we're already showing for that, right? So I want you guys to keep that in mind, that what we have here is powerful, dude. And if we weren't working, you don't last 12 years, specifically with how much shit PAL chains get, right? Like, proof of work always gets so much shit, but it's in the name. We're proof of work. Doesn't get any better than that. 5 mining algorithms. Like, come on, bro. We are as decentralized as it gets. And, like I mentioned earlier, Adam posting up of us being second, I think, to Bitcoin for most holders. Like, dude, if just 100,000 of us, if we're 1.1 or 1.8, whatever the holder count is, if just 100,000 of us focus on spreading this message, it becomes a fulfilling prophecy. And this bounty we have here, I would love to just pay creators on a weekly basis than just set up one creator. And if we have to set up one creator, it's fine. I don't mind. We need YouTube. We need YouTube. It can't be Jared, to be honest with you guys. And even the fact that it is Jared, we see that usually fucking 766 views. The shit gotta go up. It gotta be 5,000, 6,000 views. Sorry, guys, that's my cat. Um, but yeah, man, we need this as a community as a whole, right? Because we need to leave the echo chamber that is X. We can't just, it's all nice that we all join here and this is our source of spreading the word, spreading the message, and gaining the community. But we all know that there's other algos out there that we do need to attack, and one of the easiest ways to attack that is as a community and spreading the message whole. So you guys, again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for every week on Tuesdays, chiming in, and guys, like YC said, feel free to open another space. I'm down to join it. I'm down. I'm sure Green is down to join it, and the community, back in the community, is a collateral. We are the collateral. So let's lift up and let's just get the disrespect off our names, bro. Like, we know who we are. We know how to prove this. I believe in you guys, and you guys believe in me. And that gives me more of the motivation to come here every Tuesday and make the message much more loud. So again, you guys, go, and I don't mean to sound repetitive, but I do mean to sound repetitive. We need this creator's bounty. Let's get this creator's bounty out there. Let's talk to your friends, and again, I don't need a face. Feel free to, if you just want to narrate, all we need is human voice, a dope video, whether, as you guys can see, somebody posted a video of them playing a video game. You guys can do charting if you want. You guys can, do, honestly, a tutorial on the DigiDollar and testnet would be fire, bro. That would be amazing. If someone out there is willing to do that, that would be an amazing video to have trending the socials. Downloading a core wallet is also great too, right? Because without it, you can't mint any DigiDollar. You won't be able to mint any DigiDollar. So everybody needs to have a core wallet. And also with a core wallet, you are supporting the network. You hold the whole blockchain in that core wallet. So it just reinforces the decentralization of Digibyte.
I had a question.
What's up, brother? Talk to me.
When they talked about on TradingView, we had the second most wallets is this in the world? Like we have, does that mean that there's a lot of, does that mean that there's, wow, that's incredible.
Nah, I'm telling you, that is true, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that just shows, man, that people, there's people looking at us. Yeah, that's incredible news, man. And, Digibyte all the way. I can't say that enough.
And it's not only that, right? Like you see how much the exchanges hold. Like exchanges don't hold anything that they won't potentially come up off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I think would be a great video to get out there to get people understanding. Like, while there is this many holders, keep in mind how much of the supply is being held also within exchanges. I mean, exchanges aren't going to hold something that isn't going to have a value. It's just not true.
Right. No, that's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah. That's awesome. Do you guys interact with the Digiswag token? I just found out. I discovered that.
I mentioned it earlier. I haven't gotten to try it, but I do see what they're doing over there. The Digiswag token. I did mention maybe making a video on Master DGB and Jose Trejo. I know that that's what they're doing over there. Every time I try to align with their spaces, I think because they're in Africa. He's based in Africa, right? Like I just don't end up aligning with the right times. I just miss them.
Okay. No, yeah, I think he's at a Baltimore. He curated a space, and I just I just found him and I just was like, oh wow, this is, again, you can play games and I think what he's doing, I think is good because it takes the serious, yes, we are serious investors and miners and Digibyte is a serious thing, but I think to raise awareness, I think there's an element of fun that needs to come with it. And I think at times, or not at times, in reality, to the masses, crypto is intimidating, right? Downloading a node is intimidating. So he made the point of just like that platform is to make it be fun. So, it's, we can engage and then you can learn that way and earn some token. And then that would just spark up the, um, the thought of Digibyte and Digibyte swag. And then, it goes on and branches for more and more things. So I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, right, like as more engagement, more interaction, as long as it stays transparent and no funny money things. But I don't think they have over there. Jose Trejo is a OG in the community, and I don't think they're moving like that. But I think any type of engagement, right, where we're at right now, to attract different investors is great.
Agreed.
But you guys, like I mentioned, I don't like to keep too much of the dead air. ALXRP, congratulations on your win today. I might start doing this as a more thing. CJ, bro, if you're trying DigiSwag and whatnot, I'll give you 5,000 DGB if you make a video about them. You don't even have to do a contest. So if you end up making a video, DM me and I'll do a post tip a Digiscope and you get 5,000 DGB.
Sure. Yeah, I can see about that, doing something like that. I don't want my face or anything to be seen, but I'll just try to see if I could just record me just playing roulette because I like roulette. So, you know,
That sounds good, dude. So if you look at one of the videos that was posted up, it seems like there's a giant watermark on it. So again, I think if you use OBS and the watermark is, I gotta open the video, but yeah, dude, I'm not asking for a face. I'm literally just asking for a human voice. And if your thing is roulette, that's awesome, bro. Maybe other people like roulette, and then that kind of ties in, with those people that make like those like Roblox videos or the Minecraft videos, and they're just like gossiping.
oh, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking like, cause I'll just probably just record me playing on my phone or playing on the computer, just roulette and just showing how cool and how I lost or won some Digiswag token, and then I'll just post it from there. Just send me can you send me a DM of the video that was posted today? Because you just said there was a video that was posted. I didn't see it.
Yeah, so if you go to the page, the main page, the Digital Awareness page, and go to the pinned post.
Okay.
And I think it's coming up as spam only because I assume that a lot of the creators would come up as spam since they're more than likely creating, their X page and also tying it to YouTube. So I know this is going to be like a long process thing, but if you go to the pin post with the Digidollar creator flyer and you scroll down to the bottom, and it is under probable spam, but you'll see it. And then I watched it, and I also asked Ransel, and he said it's a legit video. It's no AI. Um, but you can pretty much get a feel of what they did, and there is a giant watermark. But again, that's we're, we're fully volunteer. I don't expect people to, spend money on their editing for these videos, which is another thing that people should keep in mind, right? Like I'm not asking for anybody to spend editing. Now, if I do end up setting up a budget for a specific YouTube creator, obviously we're not wanting high end quality stuff. As far as right now, but I mean, it's like even the lowest effort, goes a long way. Dude.
Yeah. No, I'm with that 100%. Like I said, I could do that probably Sunday night. Just record me playing roulette and winning Digibyte Swugwood, and I'll post it on the page. You just tell me what to post it. Like again, I'm really not that computer savvy, so it's gonna take me a while to figure out how to record myself recording the screen and playing it. But yeah, I could do that. Not a problem.
No worries. So there's a software called OBS and I believe CapCut, and then he used Wondershare Filmora. So these are a couple of the softwares maybe you might want to look at. They're completely free. And yeah, dude, for you specifically, you don't have to post it on the bounty because I know that you said you're going to get it done. So if you get it done, me personally, I'm offering you. If you get it done, I will personally tip you 5,000 DGB.
Oh,
Because I know where
yeah,
you know
great.
this is gonna be a slow, long process, bro. And I'm aware of that, right? Like this bounty isn't gonna be something that's gonna pick up that quickly, and this page is in its own echo chamber, X echo chamber, because my post is strictly only DGB and Digibyte information. So this is why it's gonna take a little bit longer. But if someone like your stature, and if you encourage those peoples over in Master DGB and whatnot, then it takes just one to bring in masses.
No, for sure. All right, so you say just record myself playing roulette and then post it on Twitter. Copy. Say no more.
Yeah, just make sure it's a YouTube video. It's the only thing we need.
Oh, okay. I
YouTube.
gotta upload it to
Yeah,
YouTube. Got it.
yeah,
Say no.
yeah. Just
Say.
make sure it's YouTube video. This is recorded, so anybody that's listening to this back will obviously know that I'm basically hiring you here.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right.
So
Sure.
basically, this is our thing here. You, CJ Buckle, and AJ from Digidollar Awareness Space. You just provide us with one YouTube video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And dude, just post it up, and I'll repost it. We'll do a nice 40-hour pin post. It'll be it's not it doesn't it's not going to coincidize with anything that has to do with the bounty, since you are
Mm-hmm.
always in the spaces and always here. So it's more like a contract over X space.
Copy. I'll do it, man. Thanks.
No, thank you, dude. And this is what we need. There's everybody that is listening or comes. This is exactly what we need. Like it needs to be built through the community. So this is our out, you guys.
Yes, sir. I'm with it.
But right, you guys. CJ, thank you so much for volunteering to do that. And I got you, bro. Like I told you, ALXRP. Congratulations on the tip today, bro. Digibyte party or Digibyte party team. You guys are always supporting me, so thank you. Love you guys. Everybody that listen, thank you for joining the space. Thank you for allowing me, to voice my opinions out there, and for you guys to repost and dedicate your time to Digibyte and what our message is. Again, I know I've been repetitive all through this, but please, you guys, let's go get that DigiDollar Creators Bounty, hashtag DD Creators. Let's get that trending, bro. And not just here. It doesn't have to be reposted here. Copy the link, get it on other ethos, or not ethos, other social media platforms. You have a Facebook, pop it over there in Facebook. Hey, your local YouTuber that you might know, that's within your local, right? Because we all have that one person that is, trying to be a YouTuber. I'm sure there is. Whether that, even if that's a teenager, right? Because a lot of teenage, and that's an idea too, like getting in touch with the youth, making sure that they understand what blockchain technology is, and why it makes sense to be in Digibyte. But you guys, thank you so much. Everybody have a blessed night. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm going to do a space. And like I mentioned earlier, and this will be the last time I mentioned, there'll be a quick little tweet that I'll post in Digidollar Awareness page. And if you find AJ, which is my actual page, I will be doing live tipping. And it will be called Digibyte Up for Grabs, meaning when you join, you're getting tipped. I'm not going to tell anybody when it is. Just keep your eyes out. And when it goes up, just know that I'll probably be live for about 45 minutes with live tipping. Anybody that wants to speak or whatever, we'll talk. But it's an opportunity to get DGB. And keep in mind, the reason why I also do this, bro, is the more Digibyte in people's hands, the more exposure that they're gonna have towards the minting of the digidollar, because we all know once you get those digibytes, it's over collateralized days, right? Like they're not letting them go. I mean, we can see that by the exchanges; they're not letting them go. So again, you guys, thank you. May you all have a God bless day, and I appreciate you guys. I love you
Thank you, brother.
again.